We're Alan and Kaz, and since our kids grew up and left home, we've been travelling the world in between our 9-to-5 jobs. In 2021, we converted a Peugeot Boxer into a camper and have been exploring in it ever since. This week, we thought it's about time to show you around the van. Let's go.
Welcome to Jules, guys. Come on in. So guys, one of the things that we wanted to do when we made Jules was really cut the cab off from the rest of the van. We wanted to make this a tiny little comfortable home for when we were travelling. So we think we did it quite successfully, but anyway, let me show you around. When we thought about converting Jules, there were a few things that we really wanted to consider. We wanted a really large cooking space in our camping area, and we wanted some cupboards and some storage, and I was desperate to keep an oven. I really wanted an oven. So what we did was we got a 4 gas ring oven, which has been fabulous, which has meant that we can cook loads of different things at loads of different times, and we've not struggled for cooking at all. I've even done some baking in here while we've been cooking tea, so that's been great. And obviously with the oven, it has been a godsend, and we've used it so many times. It's been brilliant, and I was insistent that we had an oven, so that's been a really great space for us to have. Loads of worktop space as well has been brilliant for preparing food, and just for storing stuff on in the daytime as well. Loads of storage space as well, so we think we've achieved that, in that we've got all of our pots and pans up here. And if you don't use these, I would advise you to get some of these. You put them to separate your pots and pans, and it stops them from moving around or clattering around. They're great. So we've got all of our plates and stuff in there. We put all of our teas and our coffees in here, again in little boxes, our cups, our glasses. When we are traveling, it's normally quite full up there. So they're great spaces for storage. In here, this is a fabulous invention that Alan made. So that's my cutlery drawer. Again, brilliant. It doesn't move. It sits on 2 pieces of wood either side, so we can push it backwards and forwards. And then I've got loads of space underneath here for all of my kitchen utensils. Fabulous space. Underneath there, we've obviously got the fridge. That does us absolutely fine when we're away. We've been away for weeks and weeks and weeks, and we just keep topping it up and visiting the local Lidls. And then under the sink is where we've got our little nifty bin, and then we've got all of our cleaning stuff. There's loads of space in there, so we're always chucking stuff in there because it's just so much space. Then here we've got 2 fabulous drawers, again really deep, really sturdy, and they're normally packed when we are actually on the road, so great storage spaces. This is where we keep all of our food and all of our pots and pans. We do have little storage boxes, so we put our food in the storage boxes so we can just keep taking it in and out when we need it. Again, fabulous use of space. So on top of the cab, we could have closed this off, but actually we came up with the idea of creating a little bit more storage space. So we've put our blankets up here. I think hiding behind the back here, we've got our water shoes in bags, where we keep some of our toilet rolls and just other bits of junky stuff. We put our tea towels, our towels in these storage cubes, which are great to just chuck up here and out the way. Again, up here you can see we've got loads of storage space. On here, loads of storage space. Across the other side we've got more storage space. and then we'll spin it around and we'll show you the other side of the van. So welcome to the bedroom. Now, one of the reasons that we went for a Boxer van was because of the width of the van. I'm 5'7", Alan's 5'10". Both of us don't have a problem laying in here at night. It's a standard mattress. Let me show you.
Fits perfect. When we did this, we put recesses in the top and the bottom for your feet, so that just gives us the extra width for the full-size mattress. It's proper comfy, isn't it?
It's, yeah. We sleep really well in here,
it's proper comfy, yeah. Oversleep sometimes.
So just in terms of the bedroom as well, you'll also notice that we do have a small window here with blinds that we just unclip, and actually they roll down. We've got curtains at the back of the van, so in an evening, if we wanted to have the doors open and it was hot, we can just close the curtains. And again, we've got another blind above the cooker, so we can just pull that down. And actually, the material that we used, we imported from America, and the material that we used was probably one of the most difficult things of the van build, because it was lost in transit for about 3 months and we had to reorder it all over again. So the material to do the curtains was really a nightmare, but it works. I think it's simple and it works. Okay, so the other thing is, I'll show you in here, but this is where we keep our toilet. So there's our loo, so we just take that out when we want to go, and then we just put it away again when we finish. The other side of here, I'll just take these off and show you, is where we keep the base of our shower unit when we get it out, but actually it's also storage space for loads of extra water if we're running out. But we'll go through the shower later.
When we were designing the van, we wanted loads of USB sockets as well. We've all got phones and iPads and chargers for this and chargers for that and all this stuff. So we wanted USB sockets everywhere. So we ended up with some USB sockets here on the control unit, USB sockets all around the top. We've got a carbon monoxide as well. USB sockets here, so when you're sat there you can charge all your stuff up. We've got USB sockets at the ends of the bed, USB sockets near the lights. Seem to have USB sockets everywhere. Also, we've got control units for the lights. So we've got, this is a dimmer switch which dimmers all the lights, and then we've got light switches for all the other lights in the ceiling all up above. We've also got lights for underneath the cupboards at the back as well. Got bed lights here as well. These are really good, so you can just have sort of one light on when you're in bed. Really good. We've got loads of lights in here because obviously you've got windows and stuff, but it can get quite dark, especially in winter and things like that. So it's yeah, it's really, I think we nailed it with the lights and stuff. Really good. And we had white as well. We've got dark cupboards, so we wanted plenty of white in the van as well to give it plenty of light in here.
So as well as having a fabulous amount of workspace on the top, we also wanted somewhere that we could actually sit and enjoy our food and just enjoy the views, but also to sit and do some work. So we have our little pull-out table, ideal, very sturdy. It's oak, so it goes with the worktops, and it all matches and it all goes together, along with actually the lap that runs across the bottom of the bed as well. So it all links together. It's a fantastic space.
Another important part, especially of being comfy when we're sleeping, is having circulation in the van. Big part of van builds is that you often get condensation in the van. We've been away in the cold, in the winter, in the summer, never had a problem with condensation. I think it's because we've nailed the circulation. We've got a normal vent at the front, it's not a fan at the front, but we open that a little bit on the crack, if you like, in the night, and then we have a max air fan, max air deluxe here that circulates on 10%, and then this just seems to pull any condensation, because we're breathing through the night, all that gets pulled out and we never have any condensation in the van. So it really seems to work, putting the vent, the spinning vent if you like, the extracting vent above the bed, and it makes no noise. You can't hear it on 10%, it can't hear it, and it just seems to keep all the condensation out.
So some of you will have noticed that we've actually cut the front of the cab off to the back. There were a couple of reasons for doing that. A, we thought it'd actually keep the van warmer in the back in the winter. So we wanted to make sure that we'd got like a separate space for driving and a separate space for living, and it was easier and cheaper to heat it without the cab being open. And some people prefer it open, some people prefer it closed. Maybe if we did another van build in the future, we might actually have it open. We can see the benefits to both. So, but that's what we decided. And I know some of you have asked in our comments on Facebook and Instagram about the tiles. Don't be fooled, but these are stick-on tiles, but they're so durable, they're so clean, and they just look perfect. So we can leave the affiliate link in the description if you're interested in getting some of these, but they are great.
When we started our van build, we were debating whether to go for diesel or for LPG in the heating. We decided to go for LPG, and we got a unit called the Truma 4E. It's an expensive bit of kit, to be honest, but it's fantastic. It gives you hot water, 10 litres of hot water, enough to do all your washing all day, enough to shower with. We've had 2 showers out of 1 lot of hot water in it. And also it gives us all our heating. We've got vents on the bottom around the floor area. When it gets in here, it can get up to, like, you can get it as hot as you want. You can have it 30 degrees in here if you really want, but this is a great bit of kit. The LPG seems to last for ages. It never seems to run out. It doesn't use a lot of LPG to do what it needs to do. You've got a control unit on here, so you can control the temperature in the van, you can control the temperature of the water, you can boost it and all that stuff. It really is a fantastic piece of kit, and it just takes no running, it's no maintenance for it at all really. Just really fantastic piece of kit.
So one of the other things that we ummed and ahed about for a long time when we decided on the layout of the van was, do we put in a shower, do we not put in a shower? One week we were going to put in the shower, then we decided not to. So what we decided ultimately was to save space, to not put in an actual shower unit, but to have an indoor shower in the van. And actually we have 3 showers. So we have an indoor shower, we have a solar shower, and we have an outdoor shower. So some of you will have seen our outdoor shower from some of our travels in the vlogs and that we've put on, and in some of our pictures, and that's out the back of the van. Inside the van, when it is cold and you come back from a hike or a sweaty bike ride in the winter, you don't want to be having an outdoor shower. It's too cold, so you want an indoor shower. So we do have an indoor shower. We put the box out of here onto the floor. That just lifts out, we pop it onto the floor. We do have, under the sink, we do have a shower head just there. We hook that to the tap, and we've got some hooks in the ceiling with the shower curtain that we put around the shower curtain. It falls into the bottom of the bucket, and basically we have the hot water from the hose. Alan stands over, I stand in the bucket, he puts the hose on, and I literally have a shower.
Ingenious.
Ingenious. But it's warm in here in the winter,
and it saves a lot of space,
and it works. So all that we need to do once we've had a shower is dry off the shower curtain, fold it all up, put it back in the cupboard, put the box, the water in the sink that we've used, and then put the box back in the storage space, and that's it. That's our indoor shower. So this is our outside shower. We do unhook that and we hook it onto here, onto the wall. It's got a hose on the bottom. You just switch the water on, you just switch the heater on, the gas on, and literally you can stand here. It's got a hose on it, and you literally just use it as a shower. It's incredibly powerful. It's as powerful as our shower at home, and it's fabulous for the days that I do want to wash my hair. But yeah, and then when we've done, we just take it back in, hook it in there, and job done. And actually this is fabulous if you're actually having a shower and you're on gravel, or you're tucked away in a little corner outside, just to stand on this. But the other thing is we always use vegan shampoo, so that we're not, and vegan body wash, so we're not destroying the atmosphere. I just want to get that in there too, guys. So yeah, so that's our outdoor shower. So it's perfect when it's hot outside and to have a shower in the sunshine.
So this is the garage part. This is where all the magic happens. On this side we've got a 70 litre water tank. We were going to have the water tank underslung, but we decided if we go to cold places then we wanted the water tank inside so that it doesn't freeze up, and we've got less pipes that can be frozen outside. So that's a 70 litre water tank. We fill it up just here. We just put a hose pipe down there and then that just fills it up really quick, really easy. Sometimes if you can't reach the hose, we just put the funnel in like that and then just tip water into it. Kaz has already shown you the shower thing there. We've got the pump and the actuator just there. That pumps all the water around to everything. We've got storage boxes, these two are on wheels, and then we've got the ladder to get on top of our little table and our deck chairs. This is where the magic happens. This is the electrics. We decided to go for 2 AGM batteries. To be honest, I would have gone for lithium, but lithium at the time was just hugely expensive, and we were on a budget when we first did the van, and we just didn't have enough money to do that. The AGM batteries, I know a lot of people have nightmares with it. We've actually not been that bad with it. I don't think we've ever had a time when we're short of power. We've tried to keep everything. We don't have things like blenders and air fryers and stuff like that and induction cookers. We keep everything to a minimum. We try and run everything on 12 volt, and we've just never had any hassle with it at all. I think in hindsight though, I probably would go with lithium on another build if budget would allow it. We've gone for the blue stuff here. We've gone for Victron. We've got a Lynx in here which does away with bus bars and all that stuff. We've got a 30 amp solar charger. We've got a 380 watt panel on top which gives us loads of power. We've got a DC to DC charger on front, so when we're driving the van it charges all the batteries up. That works perfectly. It's really good. Got all the fuses down there. The blue stuff's really good. Victron stuff is really good. It's really easy. Big shout out to Roma Vans. They hooked us up with all the gear. We fitted it ourselves, but they hooked us up with all the diagrams and everything, and did us a really good deal on all the gear as well. We didn't want to have a fuse box and go for all that. We had a lot of conflicting advice when we built it about whether we needed fuse boards and fuse boxes and breaker switches and all that. So we decided to go for the Easy Plus from Victron, which really puts all that into one. We can run the boiler off it, we can run the sockets off it, we can run everything off this, and it's all built in. Also the inverter and the charger for the battery is there as well. It's just super easy. It's just I think it's 2 wires in and then the other wires out. It's super easy. It does that with all the separate boxes and everything. It's just a fantastic bit of kit. With the Lynx in and the Easy Plus, it's a perfect piece of kit, and give Roma Vans a shout if you want any of that sort of stuff. Also in the back here we've got our bike hooks. We do a lot of cycling. We decided that we wanted to take the bikes everywhere. Big problem is a lot of people have pull out things. We decided that would take up a lot of space. A lot of people mount them on there and that takes up a lot of space with handlebars and all that. So we decided to mount ours upside down. In that way you've got your handlebars that come here, and then you can have a really thin area there, because if you take your pedals off as well, which we don't, you can go even thinner. You need a very thin area to get your bikes in there then if they hang upside down. So that's a big tip. If you want to save as much space as possible with bikes, hang them upside down. You will save loads and loads of space, because your handlebars then are at the front and you don't need very much space just here either. Apart from that, it's pretty simple in the back here. We've got the pipes running through, we've got an air vent, a heating vent in the back there, so it heats up some of the back as well. But apart from that, I say it's pretty straightforward. Litter picker, pick up some litter when we go around everywhere. Hate it when people leave litter. Everybody knows what that is if you're in a van. If you need to go to a special place, and do something, make sure you take a trowel and dig a hole and bury it. But apart from that, we've got a little bit of storage just here in the back of the bed. We had some oak left over. The mattress didn't come all the way to the doors, so we filled this up with storage. And that's it, I think. Pretty easy. And that's pretty much the end of our van build.
Guys, if I could hug Jules, I would hug him. He's brought us so many adventures. He's made us laugh so many times. He's made us cry a lot when we were building him with frustration. But he's brought us some amazing memories, and it is literally one of the best things that we have ever done. It gives us so much freedom, so much flexibility. We can go wherever we want, whenever we want pretty much, and see whatever we want and park up wherever we want. It is probably one of the best things that we've ever done. So if you are thinking of converting a van, go for it, because it is so worth it. We love Jules. Guys, we really hope that you've enjoyed our van tour of Jules, our converted Boxer camper van, and that you love it as much as we do. If you've got any comments about anything that we've shown you, then do feel free to drop them in the comments below, and we will do our best to get back to you as soon as we can.
And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe below. So click that like button, click that subscribe button, also click the little notification bell, and all our new videos which we release every Sunday, you'll get them straight to your inbox and you'll get them straight to your notification feed. So thanks very much guys, we've loved showing you around, and we'll see you on the road.